following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Kurt's just going to be walking into the bathroom also, but it's just like, I don't know how to do this shit. Horde breaker. Tappy, tappy. Tappy, tappy.
Yeah, okay, but in between the mirror over there where there's a soap dispenser. Now, because Americans never wash their hands when they're finished in the bathroom, the soap dispenser, when you use it, actually opens the back wall, and there's a technological elevator with a great big Parasol Corporation logo on the back.
Ostentatious.
Parasol. Trust the science.
Let me guess, it's like the most cleanest white sci-fi fucking...
Oh no, it's spattered in gore and blood.
Oh, okay.
And poo.
Well, it's beepy boopy buttons, Alexa, so I think this is you.
Yeah, let's see what we can do.
What you got? I have 14 in mechanical security technology.
Ah, good. You gain access to the security puzzle.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
Can I please have a pen?
Oh no, it's Sudoku.
Does anyone have a pen you can borrow?
I think a pencil. That's probably better.
Okay.
So while he's doing that, what's everyone else doing?
Covering.
I guess strictly speaking, Alexa would be assisting with this because basically what it is the security system is scrambled. You need to fill in the remaining code blocks to do the thing. And I thought, why not an incredibly advanced, hyper difficult puzzle for Mensa level geniuses? I go over the puzzles from puzzles.
Yeah, I'm like, this is an easy level Sudoku. Thanks.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters on it already.
Yeah.
I actually had a quick glance at it, and I think I solved the majority of it in my head.
Yeah.
So what's everyone else doing?
Covering the area. Probably covering our rear at this point, because until that door opens, there's no reason to cover the...
That, I'm probably going to make sure that the warthog itself is locked down and turn it sideways so it blocks the...
The elevator doors swish shut and whisk everyone who was in the elevator down.
That is everyone.
Are you sure?
Is it big enough to fit so many big super soldiers?
Oh, yeah!
Mac first.
Okay, Mac's against the back wall.
No, I mean, we send Mac down first. That way you've got a firing arc with nobody in front of you, and then everyone can come down after.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
The elevator, he goes down all by himself first. The elevator takes 10 minutes to go down. And at the bottom, the elevator doors open, there's a long corridor.
I'm at the bottom!
Good job. Now, Jason, just
can we hear him?
No.
Yeah.
Well, did we see the elevator has gotten to the
Yes.
bottom of it? Alright, assuming he would be out by now, just do the thing you just...
There's another puzzle. No.
I'll do it. Don't make
I'll press the button
Don't
to
even
send it back up.
The elevator starts ascending.
Are we fending off attacks this whole time? Or?
Well, he isn't.
Okay.
The corridor.
Just gonna wait. The gun pointed in the direction the corridor is going.
Alexa, Jason, we are entering a high-tech facility. If for any reason the team splits up, one with one team, one with the other. I don't want anybody getting stuck behind doors they can't get through.
Makes sense.
The elevator reaches the top.
Alright,
Hold in.
we'll wedge as many soldiers as we can without going over the weight limit on the elevator.
A little security camera in the elevator.
Camera's still functioning.
Yep, camera dissolves into sparks. Lights flicker a bit.
They're probably billets for that.
The door opens behind you and blood-covered monsters lurch out.
Oh, okay.
You shoot them, killing all of Vanguard 2.
No.
Hate you.
No hostiles?
Not that I've seen, but I've been very quiet.
I would have paid
It's
money
right,
to
he
see
has.
that.
Only he can hear his gun talk.
Oh, right. Did you try to make radio contact?
Yeah, when I got to the bottom, I said I reached the bottom.
Okay, so nothing can get out of here then.
That's concerning.
Yeah, it's fairly normal for a base underground.
If I'd thought about it, I should have had us bring transceivers or something as part of our loadout. Then we could at least build a line out.
But there must be a communications facility somewhere in here.
And that's what I've got these for. Tap repair parts.
Alright, I guess I'm on point. We need to protect our security doodad doers.
Very professionally put.
I don't have another term for it.
Okay, so you head off down the long corridor. Matt first, I'm assuming, because he's so wide. So you get about halfway. This corridor is long, and it has like UV lighting, and you get partway down, and like intensely hard shower nozzles activate, just hosing you all down.
Yeah, well, that's convenient.
That's better. Assuming that's actually cleaning us and not spraying us with something harmful.
Do we have like suit integrity that would tell us if we're melting or anything?
Oh, sure.
Are we?
No.
Is it capable of telling us anything about anything we're covered in?
No. It's not
Well-
magic.
Well, it's not melting me, so good enough.
And there's no like screens or any information being given to us as to what's going on.
Nope. It's the longest shower I've ever been in.
Decontamination for their...
Oh, it's a very long shower.
Makes sense with the bioscience.
There you go, we're gonna be all clean again, baby. I'll rotate it a bit as it's getting washed on at these skins.
It's full coverage.
Yeah.
Maximum cleaning penetration.
The only thing I want to say is when it started raining, Kurt put his hand over the shell feed for his shotgun.
Fuck you.
I would assume that like most of the Vanguard 2 weapons are designed to be...
No, there's a specific weakness in your combat shotguns that makes them susceptible to environmental damage. And it's specifically around the feed port.
I did not know that. It was just like that. I don't want Miss Shells use powders.
Sorry, it's the ejector port. The feed tube is under the...
Well, the where the top shell.
Yeah,
I suppose it is the ejector.
it is the ejector port because you rack back and feed in each tube. Like a regular. You get to the end of the corridor and it turns right. And then there's another, almost equally big corridor. This one has flickering, strobing kinds of light and little screens along the walls. Some of them are broken, some of them are... It has like the parasol logo, and then it's got, oh, DNA strands, and it's like, oh, look, happy families walking on a beach. No flesh-eating ogres.
What are the gore levels in these corridors?
Intense. Well,
Just this one?
yeah, because this one, it doesn't have the showers
Yeah.
washing everything away.
Like, can we see from like handprints or drag marks or things like that which way things were going?
Deeper.
Oh, good. Someone pulled them in, I guess.
The corridor kinks and then continues down, and finally, you end up in what looks like a door. A locked door.
Electronically locked.
Alexa, can your ears see through this kind of stuff? Or
Alexa, what do your elven ears see?
I take it you mean my mic. Let's see.
what? You're all hearing ears, little elf bastard.
I'd try to use the parabolic mic to penetrate the door.
No.
None on that. Gonna have to open the door first.
I will assist.
Syncing controller.
I have succeeded in assisting.
Was it an actual?
Is this are you the one who should have done it mostly?
I've massively succeeded in assisting.
So it's plus what? How does it work for us?
5, I think.
I think you were limited to like a +2.
+2's normal,
You
but I
guys
think with
have
teamwork,
teamwork.
you
Yeah.
get
Which turn
Applies to the aid action.
This is.
If it's a +5, we get to 32.
That's fine, you needed 30. The door, the little parasol logo just like slides back and rotates around, and then the door's like. And you see it's like 12 inches thick, and it has like cylindrical, like interlocks pulling back as it like peels open, and like a gory mess goes like stretch. As clearly something was by the door. Stretch. Beyond appears to be a security office, and it's got a security desk, and it looks like a reinforced barricade-style security desk, so capable of withstanding a decent amount of siege. There's Lexan plastic from the top of the desk up, big thick stuff, and behind the security desk appears to be racks of weapons.
Alright, opportunity, I guess. Check your equipment, make sure your stuff's still good and not damaged by being...
Team reload.
Did I get my rockets back?
No, thing they don't have down here.
You might get your grenade back though.
Yes. There are, you know what? Might as well just give you the fucking map. That way I don't need to know where you're going. You can just tell me what we're
Thanks, fam. So we are in 20.
Because that map will be on the wall of the security office.
We're in 21?
Yes.
For everyone that's down in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
This being the 2 long corridors,
yeah, that makes
or
sense.
2 and a bit.
How long were these corridors to scale?
This place is huge.
So just much bigger.
Very
no,
busy.
no key or anything.
I was
on
gonna say,
the
is there a
map.
key
It's all
with the-
unmarked.
Yeah. You're kind of supposed to know.
Security terminal?
I have the key. Yes, there is a security
See,
terminal.
like if you need the key.
No,
It's the
we get this enough.
So everything is also a mess. There's blood. There's body parts. There's paperwork.
I want to check the floor and everywhere around the guns just to see if anybody was in such a rush they dropped their IDs and key cards and stuff like that.
There is a key ring in front of one of the unlocked gun cages. It has a little umbrella parasol logo on the keychain and like 3 or 4 keys.
Elena, you have more experience with the successful intrusion than we do. What do you make of...
I could melt it down and make a lovely brooch.
Or...
Oh, these keys to some kind of security lockers
Probably those ones behind us.
or personnel lockers, maybe.
Alright, well, pick your best that aren't currently doing anything and have them assist you.
One opens that one. Nothing for this one yet. And so on.
We could have just sliced all these fucking lockers.
Yeah, I'm gonna clean any gore off the terminal and see if I even need to gain access if it was left in an unlocked state.
It is not left in an unlocked state.
Okay. Boop. Flyboy.
Alright.
The terminal no longer contains a video
I have
file,
succeeded
so
in
outlaw
assisting.
four.
So we get to 24.
Yeah, I had 25.
particular information were you hoping to gain?
First, I'm looking for
Anchorpoint.
camera feeds to see specifically what type of monsters did all this gorifying.
No camera feeds.
No camera feeds. Then any security reports, incident reports, alarms going off in certain areas. That could have been when the initial event occurred. Might give us a sort of an origin point.
Nothing like that. Looks like someone has done some redacting in the system.
Can I tell if it was recent?
Yes.
Is that a yes it was recent, or yes I can tell with a
Yes,
roll?
it was recent.
Okay. Someone's done some scrubbing recently.
Well, they've done a shitty job. This place looks like hell.
I was meaning information.
Cleaning information or scrubbing it off the computer?
Off the computer. And
Bastards.
Well, I mean, what are they hiding?
It's hard to tell. They could be trying to make it look like it didn't originate here. Maybe.
But it clearly did.
I think if anyone reached this point, they would assume that it originated here.
Maybe they haven't finished with their scrub job.
Is that a thing? Can you get a scrub job?
Never change, Kurt. Never change.
What? What'd I do?
What you can get from this terminal is, and this is just a sample of what's there, but it's the staff files.
Kill them.
Please read.
I was going to say, let's all read the different staff policy.
So I have Bioscience, employee number 43, Virology, Dr. Ethan Ingram. He's a statistical modeler in the Bioscience division. 43 has been a regular, if unimaginative, resource for years. Stuck with the company after Arclay. Highly trustworthy, is complicit in too many unethical experiments to turn state's evidence. Has benefited from numerous company advancements, as has his family. Was requested specifically by Dr. E. Hober. Do you want me to just do all mine and then...
You don't mess with it.
Oh, okay. Employee number 96, Annalise Turbos, synth weaving and chemistry. Has 2 children with the company. Is devoted to keeping the company at the forefront of recombination work. Despite lack of doctorate, is often consulted by graduate employees. Employee number 158, Dr. Murray Jones. A rare New Zealand scientist. Not the sharpest knife in the drawer. A DROOR. A useful scapegoat for when things inevitably go all Raccoon City on us. Mechanical engineering, alcohol, rugbology. Employee number 218, Dr. Jefferson Tamerlane. Particle physics, weapons development, nuclear physics. Is always in a good mood if supplied with the opportunity to watch at least one war movie a week. As a hobby, breaks down those movies and contrasts them, even when no one else is in the room. Either he knows about the surveillance or just enjoys talking about Abotu movies. Continually sneaks video of Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up into resource tapes as a prank. What a hero.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of doing that.
Doing God's
That man
work.
a middle.
Alright, I assume we're going around to me. Predisposed to this is employee number 628, Dr. Hexagon. From environmental engineering, weapons development, and science! With an exclamation mark.
Show them the picture.
It is a good picture.
Oh, God. He did it.
He is a master in all of the fields.
You might want to withhold judgment. Predisposed to maniacal laughter, wears a lab coat everywhere, insists on having a large robot assistant, maintains an array of colourful bubbling test tubes and other chemistry equipment, despite the fact he is working on heavy weapons research. He has made 124 requests for a mountaintop castle to serve as his laboratory.
Oh, he's the best.
And then we have Dr. Enichi Hoba, Bioscience employee number 666, Mineralogy, Dr. Enichi Hoba. Redacted, face from the movie.
Those are rap
But he can't be evil. He's not white. He has to secretly be good. It's because he's holding his wife hostage.
When you see these men together and you think it's the Asian man, you're a racist. Because that guy's cackling badly and what
What about Dr. Murray Jones? Murray Jones!
It's still employed by those fucking rugbyologists.
Oh, you're in too? I have employee number 453, Dr. Anton Levinson, Project
Your mum.
Fix Med, but Med's got a 3 instead of an E. Bioscience Virology. Recruiting from the young graduates of left-leaning colleges is paying off.
Psychologist.
There is very little coercing needed to have them violate ethics. 453 is one such. The younger generations have no metaphysics, which makes it easier for them to abandon non-physical concepts or ideals. 453 also received counselling in his youth after tormenting his pet cat. And there's like a silo-looking guy, basically.
That's Dr. Getty Images.
Then we have employee number 499, Dr. Gregory Jackson, Electrical Engineering and Weapons Development. Joined to make weapons to fight the mutant threat, has entered into a relationship with 522. This could be exploited for additional leverage. Okay, 522's next.
Oh, okay.
So, and this is this, and then 522, who's like a white blonde woman. Employee 522, Dr. Carol Palmer, Mineralogy and Metallurgy. Cold and Cruel takes too much pleasure in animal testing, off-duty is a party enjoyer, often frequents local night spots, is engaged with an intimate relationship with 499.
Burn the coal, pay the toll.
And we have employee number 756, Dr. Odai Olajuwon.
That's an evil name.
Metagenics. 756 is male, preferring the form of a white female, but insists on male pronouns. Left Pterodino after they termed repeated misgendering and racism. Believes things would be better if everyone just did what we said, no questions.
They did it.
Employee number 865, Dr. Patricia Jennings, Division Bioscience. She's in the Bioscience Division, and she is an expert in bioscience, genome specialist, and virology. Hired out of MIT, 865 has a strong anti-mutant bias, which makes it easy to convince her to violate ethical constraints. A deviant, enjoys a number of sexual fetishes. Fear of discovery will keep her in line. Employee number 874, Dr. Lexa Brook, Project Head, FixMed, Bioscience and Neurology. Employed in Project Bootstrap. Unlike other post-Arclay recruits under that project, proved useful, more capable than most of our virologists.
There are obviously way more, but those are
The important ones.
the ones that give you a better overview of the level of employment here. Well, that and Dr. Hexagon.
And this guy.
Well, he's wonderful.
Redacted.
Were any of the two guys we met on these sheets?
No. Keep them all together.
Yeah, you will.
Yep, so you can lose them all.
All at once.
All at once.
And we conveniently lost their files, just like we lost their life science. I think that's all I can get out of this.
He turned on you.
Careful.
Whoever cleaned this out did a pretty good job.
Well,
Where's your next retards?
Oh, fuck.
wait, does this follow any kind of facility we would have been trained in how to...
Hell no.
Right.
There.
I think... here's the thing. Do we want to go around or straight to the middle bit?
Those are two options, basically.
Yep.
Scour perimeter rooms or head for the center.
I think we want to scour and see if there's a way to see through some of these doors instead of getting stuck in the middle of anything.
10 it is!
So we head through this door, or attempt to.
To the hexagon room!
Yeah, it's going to require a basic
Check.
to
Unlock.
electronic hacking.
I have succeeded in helping.
So you get 5, 2 on top of that, 21.
Door slides open.
Have you seen these rolls? I
Here's
made
all the
succeed in helping.
security
It's been very
camera.
tragic.
Yeah. As soon as we get to battle,
Lots
you're
of
fucked.
staticky cameras, and control feeds, and security terminal there. There's like dead bodies slumped over the thing. There's like paperwork and blood and things.
Headshot?
Oh, looks like one of those doctors from your file. This was Dr. Murray Jones.
No!
Murray.
Dr. Jones!
Jones,
Looks like
How will we know if it's a hole?
ripped off all the way down to his throat and his heart pulled out. It's gone. It's missing from his chest cavity.
Well, no normal human did that. Looks like they got to these cameras too. I can check if you think it's worth it, or should we just move on?
So, what was you got to see that clean? That we saw that in the room, or were you checking feeds?
No, that was he pulled up a
Oh.
corpse and looked at it.
Yeah.
And it was in that condition.
Yeah.
Make sure that one's not coming back.
No signs of infection. This guy died. Human.
Just
They all are.
like turn that head backwards or separate it or something.
Check if he's got a security pass, if he's one of the important people in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and that.
The only other thing you will find stuck to him would be this.
Now I've got something. There's a photo. Okay.
Here it looks like a cabbage, but I'm not sure what it is.
Parasol Corporation.
It
Trust
could be a very
Facilities.
old cabbage.
Parasol Proprietary Research Materials subject to NDA. Project ID Starfall 227
It's a
JNOUZ.
meteorite.
Project contact Dr. Inichi Hoba. Asian-y sounding name.
With the he's the redacted guy.
Probably a redacted guy.
He is the redacted
Oh,
guy.
so his name wasn't redacted?
His name was not redacted.
Okay.
And he was mentioned in a couple of the other things as well.
Okay. Report, Dr. E. Hoba. I have continued analysis of the strange mineral found at sample 227 JNOUZ. Specifically mineral sample number 22738. Hardness is low, lower than initial studies, but the radiation tests indicate strong shielding. Up to 10 million roentgens?
Root guns.
Which in itself already justifies the funding. Comparative tests suggest the mineral number 22738 would be an ideal lining for the emitter housing of the recovered plasma weapon. And I said I'll just sort of look up at everyone.
That doesn't. That's not good.
This is stuff.
Oh, good. Might be our friends again. Why can't the aliens are gone? Why can't they stop fucking us?
Parasol Proprietary Research Materials, subject to NDA. Project ID, FixMed. Project Contact, Dr. Lexa Broad. Report, Dr. A. Levinson. Recent samples of FixMed have been contaminated with an unknown viral component. This has rendered the entire test cycle invalid. The entry logs have not been kept up, which means we cannot identify who might have been responsible for this blunder. We will need an entire set of fresh clean samples and new infected tissue samples from both stages. Anton Levinson.
Okay, what the fuck is that?
That sounds like we need to just nuke this whole area.
Well, I am in favor of that. I would still like to know.
We need to scrub all the computers and then nuke the entire area.
I mean,
Someone
if
might
this,
have already done that first part for us.
There we go.
This was-
Got the ambient going.
if this facility has some kind of, what's the best term for it? Self-destruct? That'd help.
That's too spooky. That's 3 spooky, 5 me.
I'll use the negative energy sword to separate Dr. Jones's head from the rest of his body.
Sizzle thump.
And then I will check the terminal.
Dies with a quick.
But I will check the terminal to see if it has also been scrubbed in a likewise manner.
It's the terminal has definitely only got security logs. It is exclusively security based. Are you checking the drawers under the terminal?
Yes, now that Mr. Jones has been relieved of his position.
That's one way to describe it.
He's not head of anything anymore.
Well, he is our head.
It's a head in his field. He's on the field.
Should probably quit what he is.
Should have
Hey,
been
he's
better.
already a winner. He made it out of New Zealand.
No, he betrayed Rugger and escaped.
From the top, if you please.
Parasol Corporation. Our business is life itself. Interbranch communication. Subject to NDA. Project ID Starfall 227 JNO VA. Project contact on Durinichi Hoba again. Instruction. After reviewing the increasingly erratic reports coming out of the Bioscience Division, I must conclude that a case of serious misconduct.
Genova.
Oh,
Yeah.
That a serious case of misconduct
That's
has
fine.
been perpetrated against research staff, including experimentation on staff without approval. The so-called Genova virus is said to be destroyed immediately. Is to be destroyed immediately and utterly. 0% retention. Execute immediately. The research staff are to be tested and, if infected, immolated immediately. All materials save for documentation regarding Project Starfall 227 JNOUZ, Starfall 227 JNOVA, and Starfall 227 JNOVB are to be destroyed immediately. Oh no, just the name. The bottom. I expect to find my instructions carried out when I arrive. W. Bisker.
Besker!
Umbrella.
Whibisker.
No, Bisker!
But he died though. He died. But he died though. But he died.
Don't you think?
I think you'll find that reports of my death are greatly exaggerated.
We just need to get him into the volcano.
Why can't you understand, Kurt?
What? What is there to understand? What?
It's way more believable one of us could punch each other.
Have you seen Chris's arms though? He looks
In
like
there.
he's smuggling melons.
Is
You fucking got off the juice for the next game.
It's because they got that. I think they took to heart that people would be like, so. Did he just eat another man? Did he just inject Arnold Schwarzenegger into his arms?
if they keep going along that vein, like how do you step it up without it being too stupid?
It was already too stupid.
Yeah, anyway, carrying on. You've got a lot of documents to read and not a lot of time to do it.
Right.